讲漏掉什么，你听得懂？可能我刚才翻译没有做到，翻译会后可以再发问一下。我是地摊店做这个翻译的工作，所以。
Today, we have a very long-standing relationship with the Golden Daffodil Ball Committee. It goes back since 1998, and we have really enjoyed this partnership in the fight against cancer, both within the Chinese community and beyond. The Golden Daffodil Ball over the years have raised over $1.7 million for the fight against cancer, and in recent years, the funds from the ball are being devoted to the Golden Daffodil Endowment, and already the assets in the endowment are over $230,000. And the funding from this endowment goes directly to supporting the Chinese community as well as beyond the community too. For example, the Canadian Cancer Society provides a number of services to cancer patients within the Chinese community. This would include personal support for cancer patients as they go through their treatment. This would include transportation to and from their treatment appointments and other medical appointments. And finally, an information service. And all these services are actually accessible both in Cantonese, Mandarin, as well as Hakka, Foochow-ese, and Shanghaiese. The biggest investment that the Canadian Cancer Society makes is in the area of cancer research. Each year, approximately, we invest about $40 million in cancer research. And one of the things we're finding is that cancer actually affects different people groups in different ways. And in particular, for the Chinese people, liver cancer, stomach cancer, and nasopharyngeal cancer, which is a cancer of the nose cavity and the throat, has a much, much higher prevalence within the Chinese community than in other groups. And in these particular cancers, we're devoting almost 10% of our research investment of around $3.6 million in research specifically just in those cancers. Another thing I'd like to point out is this year we're expanding our programs and services to the Chinese community here, especially in the Markham-Richmond Hill area. We recognize that within certain groups of the Chinese community, smoking, cigarette smoking, tobacco smoking is still very prevalent. And so we launched our smoking cessation program. It's called Driven to Quit. And it's really neat. We've been able to get some sponsorship from Toyota of Canada, where you can sign up for this program, and if you quit smoking and stay off smoking for a period of time, you get entered in a draw where you could actually win a Toyota. So we want to thank them for that. But this year especially, we have made this program accessible in Cantonese, Mandarin, and the other dialects that I've mentioned. In particular, our research also found that Chinese Canadians, and this goes broadly across Canada, not just Ontario, are actually under-screened. That means very few Chinese Canadians actually go for cancer screening, even though the cost of the screening is nil. So the particulars could be breast, prostate, and colorectal cancer. So this year, one of the things we'll be doing is launching a campaign within the Chinese community in the Chinese language to promote screening of these cancers. You know, being Chinese myself, and my father is a cancer survivor, I know that within certain people, especially I think some of the older Chinese people, there's a real hesitancy to talk about cancer. And that's one of the things we really want to address. I mean, more than one time I've talked to a family where the father had had prostate cancer, and he actually never told his son. And so the son never went for a screening, and then the son actually came down with prostate cancer too, which was completely avoidable, because if we identified a genetic factor, the son could have had more frequent screening. So that's part of what we want to promote within the Chinese community also. And I just want to finally highlight a couple of the breakthroughs. A lot of people ask, we spent so much money in cancer research. What's happened? We still have cancer with us. So I just want to highlight a couple of breakthroughs. These are all within the last 3 years. One is we have identified a drug called exemestane. This drug is actually really unbelievable. So for a high-risk group of breast cancer women, we had previously found a drug that can prevent the reoccurrence of breast cancer in this high-risk group by about 60%. It's one of our major breakthroughs. This was about 10 years ago. It changed how cancer clinics around the world are treating cancer patients. And so about 3 years ago, what we've been able to do is make a derivative of that original drug so that we could give it to high-risk women, and we found that it's been able to prevent the first occurrence of cancer. So imagine by about 60% again. So if you can imagine just, avoiding the chemotherapy, the radiation, the toll, the emotional toll that puts on a family, that for us was a real breakthrough. And secondly, another drug I want to point out to you that we had a big hand in, it's called Gleevec. For a lot of cancers, it occurs because there was a gene mutation. Our genes mutate all the time, and our body finds a way to correct that. But sometimes the body doesn't correct it, and then it gets out of control, and that's where a number of cancers derive from gene mutations. Through this one drug called Gleevec, what we were able to do is find a drug that actually prevents the gene mutation from happening. So unlike other cancer treatments like chemotherapy, which really doesn't so much treat cancers, it treats rapidly dividing cells. So cancer is one of them. But as we can see from people who go through treatment, it also includes your hair, your stomach lining. And that's why we see the kind of side effects we see through cancer treatment. So with a drug that can actually target specifically a gene mutation, what happens is you take a couple of pills a day, and that's it. It will prevent the cancer from occurring in you. It will actually even stop the cancer once you've had it. And there's hardly any side effects. There's no radiation, no chemo. I don't know how many Maple Leaf fans are here, but a couple of years ago there was a Maple Leaf player who actually was diagnosed with this type of cancer. And so he started taking this drug, he took the pills, he never missed one game, he never missed any practices, and his career continues. I think we traded him to Los Angeles, so that's another story.
What's his name?
It's Blake. I forgot his first name.
Oh, I see.
It's not Rob Blake, because he's a famous one. But anyway, the Maple Leaf defenseman. And so, yeah, and finally, proof's in the pudding. The stat I want to end this with is, in 1938, the Canadian Cancer Society was founded. The survival rate for cancer at that time in Canada overall was 25%. So it's pretty dire. If you got diagnosed with cancer in 1938, you only have one chance in 4 of surviving. Today, the survival rate is over 60%, well, 62, 63%. So we've made progress. It's taken 75 years to get to this point, but we want to build on this progress, and we thank and we welcome the partnership of the Golden Daffodil Ball, their committee. They've just been great partners in the fight against cancer. Thank you very much.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you and welcome for coming out on this really cold and beautiful March morning. For those that don't know me, my name is Garland Louis, and I'm the sales manager at Conquer 8X. Firstly, I'd like to express on behalf of our Vice President and CFO, Mr. Dennis Oyen's regret for having to miss this press conference as he is in Vancouver over the next week. I would like to also thank the GDE Canadian Chinese Outreach for their welcome, and especially all the generous sponsors and the friends of the media. Thank you all again for joining us today for the announcement of the 2015 Golden Daffodil Ball in support of the Canadian Cancer Society. Now, the Canadian Cancer Society, as Mr. Tony Lee has well put, the mission is to eradicate cancer through research and prevention programs and to support those that are touched by the disease. The funds that are needed to fulfill this mission really come from generosity of the donors, so we always encourage everyone to continue to donate. Since its inception in 1998, the Golden Daffodil Ball again has contributed well over $1.7 million to the Canadian Cancer Society. And with the help of everyone here today, we hope to push that goal into $2.5 million in the next year. I also want to say on behalf of Concord, thank you for allowing us to be part of this meaningful cause.
各位好，我真係諗唔到自己幾年之後會企喺度講嘢，因為我係一個癌症病人。我呢個 case 係比較特別，我諗你哋聽過，但係少有。點解呢？因為我係12指腸癌，但係我要割嘅嘢係非常之多。我要割咗12指腸上面嘅半個胃，右邊嘅半個胰臟，左邊嘅半個肝，而下邊嘅一部分嘅小腸。當時醫生同我講嗰陣時，我係好人一個，我都唔知點算好。但係佢又話：我哋呢間醫院冇可能同你做呢個手術。加拿大政府真係好，佢可以俾我哋多一個選擇。於是我就申請咗落去瑪嘉烈醫院嗰度。嗰個醫生，我見到佢好年輕，佢係一個女士。當時我家人對佢嘅信任咧，都唔係好大，因為點解咧？佢話你個手術我可以同你做，但係做完之後會唔會擴散咧？向我就唔知啦。向我話俾你聽，佢畫咗幅圖俾我，嗱你要割乜嘢乜嘢乜嘢乜嘢。8個半小時之後咧，個結果係點唔知，之後係點唔知，因為冇人知道你到底擴散咗去邊度。佢話你呢個病咧，如果係以前嚟講咧，根本就冇得做。所以我呢個病咧，就利用咗一個醫生嘅名，佢叫做 Whipple。所以如果我話俾人聽，我做咗 Whipple procedure， 所有醫學界嘅人士咧都會知道我係割咗一大抽嘢。做完咗呢個手術之後，我嗰年裏邊都用拐杖，家人嘅負擔真係好重。我望到佢哋嘅時間，我就會諗下，我都唔係好老啫，50幾歲。咁於是我就萌起一個念頭，就係咩咧？生命係自己嘅，我係有責任去面對。就算係生命嘅長短都好啦，我諗唔應該在乎個長短，係在乎個質素。因為家人對我支持，醫院嘅醫護人士對我幫助，咁我覺得我仲夫復何求咧？我話我唔應該停頓喺度，我應該係向前。但係我呢個病有得醫，都係全賴因為醫院裏邊咧係多方面嘅研究，前人不斷嘅努力。以前冇得醫㗎啦，而家有得醫嘅。咁所以咧，我哋係要揾個後邊，我哋除咗後邊醫護人員嘅幫我哋之外咧，我哋仲要家庭嘅幫助，同埋社會人士嘅幫助。因為點解？我哋有病嘅人真係好似個三腳架咁，一邊要屋企人扶持，一邊要社會人士嘅支持。有社會人士嘅支持，我哋至可以有資金、有動力做研究嘅工作。而家嘅病種實在太多啦，所以我以我過來人嘅身份，我希望有病嘅人唔好退縮。真係癌雖然係可怕，但係只要我哋面對佢就可以啦。同埋我哋真係需要我哋社會人士嘅支持。我希望 金水仙呢個基金會咁有意義，佢唔單止係淨係幫助癌症病人咁簡單，佢又幫助好多千萬嘅家庭重獲新生，重燃希望。好多謝各位今日俾我機會，等我能夠抒發到我內心嘅情感。多謝醫護人士，多謝我家人，同埋多謝咁多研究者嘅工作。希望大家共同努力，多謝大家。
的程序，跟其他店，他去检查身体的时候，才发现自己有问题，可是他身体里面没有肿瘤，可是医生就在做个diagnosis，做个检查的时候，发现12指肠，12指肠，是不是12指肠里面溃疡，不是拿出来检查的时候，发现里面有癌的因素在里面。后来他们就帮他安排一个很不同的手术的做法。他说现在的医院呢不能做，很感谢加拿大政府有个资源叫
Thank you, Viola. 我知道今天早上很多说普通话的朋友，但是我的普通话就是马马虎虎的，但是我会尽量用普通话同大家讲一讲，因为我们有很多英文啊，很多普通话。现在新闻界的朋友，你们今天来到这个我们金水仙基金会的新闻发布会，我知道12点的时间你们要到另外一个地方，但今天早上你们可以来的话，我们非常的感谢。金水仙基金会就是1998年的时间呢，我们有一个由华人社团的领袖，他们开始这个有意义的筹款的活动。每一年我们都同加拿大的防癌协会合作，他们的经费都是用在癌症研究的工作上面。每一年他们筹到的钱呢，在整个加拿大里面有8000万多块。他们研究的成果，刚才他们的总监佟丽丽也讲到了，在60年前，每一个癌症的人就只有1/4的他们可以生存下来。现在来说，他们有60%，这个是非常的好贵的成果。在我们金水仙基金会里面，我们是在2009年成为一个非牟利的机构。在过去18年来，我们有一位朋友，他就在1998年开始领到这个金水仙的工作。他现在也是在我们的里面，我也介绍一下，就是我们的创办人黎淑仪小姐Stella Lee，the founder of Daffodil Gala。在我们过去来说了，我们得到很多的赞助的商帮助我们，我也非常之感谢，就是陈伟才先生同卢孝峰先生，今年他们领到这个金水仙基金实现满愿的领导的工作。在我们的过去的 sponsor 里面，我们很感谢 Concord ADF， 他们刚才的也代表也说同我们说过一张支持了。那么我们也有安利的代表，就是Sue， 就是 from Anli Corporation， right？ It's one of our big sponsors as well. We thank you about that. Other than that, we also have so many sponsors. They are not coming today, but they certainly will attend the gala on the April 11th. 4月11号就是我们金水仙求婚满愿的时间，我亲们新闻界的朋友，你们到时之间可以到来做我们的嘉宾，谢谢各位。
那时候我有点担心，到时候可能他们有那个经验，可是他不害怕。